First contact. The massive alien vessel emerged from hyperspace on the dark side of Earth's moon, its sleek hull gleaming in the starlight. Inside the command center, Captain Zarak of the Galactic Confederation studied the blue-green planet with fascination. Scanners indicated technologically advanced civilization, but no signs of faster-than-light travel capabilities, reported her science officer. Zarak's antenna twitched with excitement. Excellent. We may have found another species to add to the Confederation. Prepare a scout ship for closer observation. As the smaller craft detached from the mothership, Zarak couldn't contain her eagerness. Her people had been exploring the galaxy for centuries, but truly advanced civilizations were rare finds. She hoped these humans would prove to be worthy additions to the interstellar community. Meanwhile, at NASA's Mission Control in Houston, alarms blared as technicians detected an unknown object rapidly approaching Earth. "It's definitely not one of ours," declared Flight Director Anna Chen, studying the radar returns. "And it's moving way too fast to be natural. We're looking at first contact, people." A hush fell over the room as the implications sank in. Humanity was no longer alone in the universe. "Alert the President and initiate first contact protocols," Anna ordered, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. "Let's make a good first impression." As world leaders scrambled to respond to the momentous event, the alien scout ship entered Earth's atmosphere, its advanced stealth systems easily evading conventional detection methods. Captain Zarak marveled at the varied terrain passing beneath them, vast oceans, towering mountain ranges, and sprawling cities unlike anything in the Confederation. "Such a vibrant world," she murmured. "I can't wait to meet these humans." Her excitement was cut short as proximity alarms suddenly blared. A squadron of Earth fighter jets had detected their presence and was rapidly closing in. "Evasive maneuvers," Zarak ordered. "We can't risk hostile engagement." The scout ship dove and weaved, its technology far outstripping the human aircraft. But Zarak was impressed by the pilot's skill and determination as they doggedly pursued the alien craft. "These humans have spirit," she remarked, "but it's time to end this chase." With a burst of speed, the scout ship climbed vertically, quickly leaving the Earth plains far behind. As they exited the atmosphere, Zarak breathed a sigh of relief. "That was closer than I'd like," she admitted. "We'll need a new approach." Back on Earth, fighter pilot Jake Martinez landed his jet, his mind reeling from the encounter. "I'm telling you, Colonel, that thing moved like nothing I've ever seen," he reported. "One second it was there, the next it was gone. We didn't stand a chance." Colonel Sarah Hawkins nodded grimly. "We suspected as much. But your pursuit wasn't in vain, Lieutenant. We gathered valuable data on their capabilities. Now we need to figure out how to level the playing field." As governments around the world went into crisis mode, debates raged about how to respond to the alien presence. Some advocated for immediate military action, while others pushed for attempting peaceful communication. In the end, a compromise was reached. A message of greeting would be broadcast on all frequencies, but Earth's armed forces would remain on high alert. United Nations Secretary-General Adebayo stepped up to the podium, his face broadcast to billions around the world. "People of Earth, today we face the greatest moment in human history. We are not alone in the universe. To our visitors from the stars, we say, welcome. We extend the hand of friendship and look forward to peaceful exchange. But know this, we will defend our world if threatened. The choice is yours." As the message was transmitted into space, Captain Zarak and her crew listened intently. "Fascinating," she mused. "They offer peace, but with a warning. These humans are more complex than we initially thought." She turned to her communications officer. "Prepare a response. It's time we introduced ourselves properly." Hours later, televisions and devices around the world suddenly came to life with an incoming transmission. Humans collectively held their breath as an alien face appeared on screen. "Greetings, people of Earth," Zarak began, her translators converting her words to every human language simultaneously. "I am Captain Zarek of the Galactic Confederation. We come in peace, seeking friendship and exchange of knowledge. We apologize for any alarm our presence may have caused. It was not our intent." She paused, allowing her words to sink in before continuing. "We have observed your world and found much to admire. Your resilience, your creativity, your diversity, all are traits valued by the Confederation. We believe your species has great potential." Zarek's expression grew more serious. "However, we have also seen concerning signs. Your wars, your environmental destruction, your inequality. These are challenges you must overcome if you wish to join the greater galactic community." Murmurs of discontent rippled through the human audiences at this criticism from an alien entity. But Zarek wasn't finished. "We offer you a choice. Join us in peaceful exchange, and we will share technologies and knowledge beyond your imagining. Reject our offer, and we will depart, leaving you to your own devices. The decision is yours." With that, the transmission ended, leaving humanity to grapple with the monumental choice before them. In the White House Situation Room, President Elena Cortez faced her advisors. "Opinions?" she asked simply. "It's a trap," growled General Vance. "They're trying to lull us into a false sense of security before they strike. Or it could be the greatest opportunity in human history," countered Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the administration's top scientist. "Think of what we could learn from them." President Cortez listened to the debate rage on, a mind racing. The fate of humanity rested on her next move. Meanwhile, in a small town in Iowa, farmer John Benson stared at his television in awe. "Well, I'll be damned," he muttered. "Guess all those sci-fi movies weren't so far-fetched after all." His granddaughter, 12-year-old Zoe, bounced with excitement. "This is so cool, Grandpa. Do you think they'll let us visit their spaceship?" John chuckled. "Hold your horses, kiddo. Let's see how this all shakes out first." As night fell across the globe, billions of humans looked to the stars with new wonder and trepidation. Their universe had suddenly become much larger, and the future much less certain. Aboard her ship, Captain Zarak awaited Earth's response with growing impatience. "They're taking an awfully long time to decide," she grumbled. Her first officer, Krell, attempted to soothe her. "Patience, Captain. This is a monumental decision for their species. We must allow them time to process." Zarak nodded reluctantly. "You're right, of course. I just hope they make the right choice. There's something special about these humans. I'd hate to see their potential wasted." As the aliens waited, Earth's leaders debated long into the night. The stakes couldn't be higher. The entire future of humanity hung in the balance. Finally, shortly before dawn, a consensus was reached. President Cortez once again addressed the world, her face etched with the weight of her decision. "My fellow humans, after careful consideration and consultation with leaders around the globe, we have decided to accept the Galactic Confederation's offer of peaceful exchange." She paused, allowing the words to sink in before continuing. "This is not a decision we make lightly. We are well aware of the risks, but the potential benefits to humanity are too great to ignore. We will proceed cautiously, but with open minds and hearts." A swift response came from the alien ship. Captain Zarek's face once again filled screens worldwide. "We are pleased by your decision," she said, her alien features arranged in what humans assumed was a smile. "Let us begin this new era of cooperation and understanding. We will send a delegation to meet with your leaders and discuss the next steps." As the sun rose on a new day, humanity found itself on the brink of a grand adventure. The journey to the stars had begun. The cosmic classroom. As dawn broke over the United Nations headquarters in New York, an air of electric anticipation filled the General Assembly Hall. World leaders, scientists, and diplomats from every corner of the globe had gathered for an unprecedented event, the first official meeting with the Galactic Confederation's delegation. Dr. Amelia Rodriguez, Earth's newly appointed ambassador of interstellar affairs, stood at the podium, her heart racing. As a xenobiologist, she had dreamed of this moment her entire life. Now, it was finally happening. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, her voice steady despite her nerves, "today marks the beginning of a new chapter in human history. Please join me in welcoming our guests from the stars." The massive doors at the far end of the hall slid open, revealing the alien delegation. A hush fell over the crowd as Captain Zorak led her team into the room. The alien's bioluminescent skin pulsed with subtle patterns, a form of non-verbal communication incomprehensible to human observers. As Zorak approached the podium, Dr. Rodriguez couldn't help but marvel at the alien's otherworldly grace. The captain's four arms moved in perfect harmony, and her large, multifaceted eyes seemed to take in everything at once. "Greetings, people of Earth." Zorak's melodious voice resonated through the hall, her words instantly translated by advanced technology. "We are honored to stand among you today. Let us embark on this journey of mutual discovery and enlightenment." What followed was a crash course in galactic civilization that left even the most brilliant human minds reeling. Zorak and her team unveiled holographic displays showcasing thousands of alien species, each with their own unique cultures and technologies. "The universe is vast beyond imagining," Zorak explained, manipulating the holograms with fluid gestures. "And yet, life finds a way to flourish in the most unexpected places. From the methane oceans of Titan to the neutron star colonies of the Crab Nebula, intelligence takes myriad forms." Dr. Rodriguez leaned forward, utterly captivated. "And where do humans fit into this grand tapestry?" she asked. Zorak's expression shifted to what the humans interpreted as a mix of amusement and concern. "Your species is unique," she said carefully. "You possess a rare combination of traits that both excite and worry us." A murmur rippled through the audience. General Vance, seated in the front row, narrowed his eyes suspiciously. Zorak continued, "Your creativity and adaptability are truly remarkable. In the span of a few centuries, you've gone from horse-drawn carriages to the cusp of interstellar travel. It's unprecedented in our records." Dr. Rodriguez beamed with pride, but Zorak wasn't finished. "However, your propensity for conflict and your impact on your planet's ecosystem are deeply troubling. Many species in the Confederation fear that humans might spread these tendencies to the stars if left unchecked." The room erupted in angry shouts and protests. General Vance stood up, his face red with indignation. "Now see here, alien, we won't stand for these insults." Dr. Rodriguez quickly intervened, trying to salvage the situation. "Please, let's remain calm. Captain Zorak, surely you must recognize that humanity has made great strides in promoting peace and environmental protection in recent years." Zorak nodded, her bioluminescent patterns shifting to a soothing blue. "Indeed, we have observed these positive trends. It is why we chose to make contact now. We believe humanity stands at a crucial juncture, and with proper guidance, you could become a valuable addition to the galactic community." As the tension in the room slowly dissipated, Zorak activated a new holographic display. It showed a strange, crystalline device about the size of a basketball. "This," she said, "is the Cosmic Codex. It contains the accumulated knowledge of every species in the Confederation. We offer it to humanity as a gesture of goodwill and a tool for your advancement." Gasps of awe echoed through the hall. Dr. Rodriguez's eyes widened as she realized the implications. "You're giving us access to all of your scientific knowledge, your history, your philosophies." Zorak held up a hand in caution. "Not unrestricted access. The Codex is designed to reveal information gradually, as your species demonstrates readiness to handle it responsibly. Think of it as a cosmic library card with some parental controls." Some delegates grumbled at this limitation, but most recognized the wisdom in the approach. Dr. Rodriguez stepped forward, her hands trembling slightly as she accepted the Cosmic Codex. "On behalf of humanity, we thank you for this incredible gift," she said solemnly. We promise to use it wisely and for the betterment of all Earth's inhabitants. As the historic meeting concluded, news of the Cosmic Codex spread like wildfire across the globe. Social media exploded with speculation about what secrets it might contain. Would it hold the cure for all diseases, the key to limitless clean energy, the secret to immortality itself? In labs and universities around the world, scientists worked feverishly to decipher the alien device. But the codex proved frustratingly selective, releasing information in tiny, often cryptic fragments. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, now heading Earth's codex research team, fought back tears of frustration as another attempt to access advanced physics data failed. "It's like it's testing us," she muttered, rubbing her tired eyes, pushing us to think in new ways before it reveals its secrets. Her colleague, Dr. Omar Farouk, nodded in agreement. Perhaps that's exactly the point. The journey is as important as the destination. Meanwhile, as humanity grappled with its new role in the galactic community, the aliens began to integrate more visibly into Earth's society. Special cultural exchange zones were established in major cities, allowing humans to interact directly with various alien species. In Central Park, New York, a popular alien petting zoo drew huge crowds. Children squealed with delight as they fed gelatinous cues to a six-legged creature that looked like a cross between a giraffe and a disco ball. But not everyone was thrilled with the new status quo. Anti-alien protest groups sprang up, decrying the surrender of human sovereignty to extraterrestrial influences. Conspiracy theories ran rampant, with some claiming the aliens were secretly harvesting human organs or preparing for a full-scale invasion. General Vance, increasingly sidelined in policy discussions, grew more bitter by the day. "We're handing over the keys to our planet without a fight," he growled to anyone who would listen. "Mark my words, it'll be our downfall." As the 1-month anniversary of First Contact approached, Captain Zarok called for another global address. Billions tuned in, eager to hear what new revelations or opportunities the aliens might offer. But as Zorik's image appeared on screens worldwide, something was clearly wrong. Her bioluminescent patterns pulsed erratically, and her voice quavered with what sounded like fear. "People of Earth," she began, her usual composure shattered, "I come to you with grave news. A threat approaches, one that endangers not just your world, but the entire galaxy." The camera panned out, revealing the chaotic scene aboard Zarok's ship. Alarms blared as crew members rushed about in panic. "We believed we had more time to prepare you," Zarok continued, her words coming faster now. "But events have forced our hand. Humanity must now face its greatest test. The fate of the universe hangs in the balance, and you." Suddenly, the transmission cut out, replaced by static. Across the globe, humans stared at their screens in shock and confusion. What threat could be so dire as to rattle even these advanced aliens? In the White House Situation Room, President Cortez turned to her advisors, her face ashen. "Get me Dr. Rodriguez and the Codex research team," she ordered. "Whatever's coming, we need to be ready." As night fell over a world gripped by fear and uncertainty, a strange energy began to build in Earth's atmosphere. In the skies above every major city, swirling vortexes of light began to form. The cosmic storm was about to break, and humanity would never be the same. The quantum crucible. As swirling vortexes of otherworldly energy illuminated the skies above Earth's major cities, humanity faced its darkest hour. The ominous phenomenon, quickly dubbed the quantum crucible by frantic news outlets, sent waves of panic rippling across the globe. Dr. Amelia Rodriguez stood before the cosmic codex, her fingers flying across its crystalline surface. "Come on," she muttered, sweat beading on her brow. "Give us something, anything." For once, the enigmatic device seemed eager to comply. Streams of alien glyphs flowed across its facets, resolving into English text. "The DEVOURERS come. Humanity's potential must be unlocked. Devourers? Dr. Yuki Tanaka's voice quavered. That doesn't sound good. Before anyone could respond, a deafening boom shook the research facility. Outside, the vortexes had coalesced into shimmering portals, and through them poured nightmarish creatures that defied description. Writhing masses of tentacles and teeth, pulsing with sickly bioluminescence, the Devourers began their assault on Earth's cities. Conventional weapons proved useless against their quantum-shifted forms. In New York, the Statue of Liberty crumbled as a colossal devourer wrapped itself around the iconic monument. Tokyo's neon-lit streets went dark as the invaders absorbed all energy in their path. In Cairo, the pyramids stood silent witness to scenes of chaos not seen since the time of the pharaohs. As governments worldwide declared states of emergency, President Cortez addressed a terrified populace. "My fellow humans," she began, her voice steady despite the chaos. "We face an enemy unlike any we have ever known, but we are not alone in this fight. Even now, our alien allies rally to our defense, and our greatest minds work tirelessly to find a solution." Indeed, Captain Zoruk's ships had engaged the Devourers in Earth's orbit, their advanced weapons managing to slow, if not stop, the invasion. But it was clear that this battle would not be won in space alone. Back in the Codex lab, Dr. Rodriguez's team had made a breakthrough. "The Devourers aren't just aliens," she explained breathlessly to military and scientific leaders. "There are potential future cells, twisted by unchecked technological advancement and consumption." Gasps of shock rippled through the room. General Vance, his earlier skepticism forgotten in the face of global catastrophe, leaned forward. "Are you saying we become those things?" Dr. Tanaka shook her head. "Not necessarily. The Codex suggests it's one possible future for humanity if we continue on our current path unchecked. The Galactic Confederation has been guiding species away from this fate for millennia." "So why attack now?" someone asked. Dr. Rodriguez's expression darkened. "Because we represent a pivotal moment. Our choices here now will ripple across time and space. If the Devourers can consume us at this crucial juncture, they ensure their own existence across countless realities." President Cortez's voice cut through the stunned silence. "How do we stop them?" Dr. Rodriguez turned back to the Cosmic Codex, which pulsed with newfound urgency. "We need to unlock humanity's latent potential. The Codex speaks of abilities we've only dreamed of: psychic powers, matter manipulation, even time dilation. If we can awaken these talents in enough people, we might stand a chance," Cortez finished. "Do it." What followed was the most ambitious and desperate plan in human history. As the Devourers rampaged across the globe, governments worldwide coordinated to broadcast the Codex activation signal to every TV, radio, and digital device on the planet. The message was simple: humanity, awaken. For agonizing minutes, nothing seemed to happen. The Devourers pressed their advantage, their victory seemingly assured. But then, like the first sparks of a wildfire, reports began trickling in from around the world. In Rio de Janeiro, a young street artist raised her hands in defiance as a devourer lunged, and found herself projecting a shimmering force field that repelled the monster. In Nairobi, a schoolteacher's eyes glowed with inner fire as he channeled searing beams of energy to drive back the invaders. In Seoul, an elderly grandmother laughed with childlike glee as she discovered she could teleport at will, rescuing trapped civilians from collapsing buildings. All across the Earth, ordinary humans were discovering extraordinary abilities. The tide of battle began to turn. But the true game-changer came from an unexpected source. In that small Yeo town we visited earlier, young Zoe Benson stood in her family's cornfield, her grandfather John watching in awe as she stretched out her hands. The air around Zoe shimmered and warped. With a sound like reality itself tearing, a new portal opened, not the sickly vortexes of the Devourers, but a shining gateway that radiated hope. Through it streamed legions of humans, but not like any humans Earth had ever seen. Men and women of every ethnicity, their bodies enhanced by biotechnology, wielding weapons of unimaginable power. Some flew under their own power, others piloted sleek machines that seemed to defy physics. "Well, I'll be damned," John Benson muttered, echoing his words from first contact. "Looks like the cavalry's arrived." Indeed it had. Zoe, it turned out, had opened a portal to humanity's distant future, a future where they had overcome the threat of the Devourers and become a force for good in the galaxy. As past, present, and future humanity united against the Devourers, the battle reached its zenith. Dr. Rodriguez, her own latent talents awakened, coordinated the global defense from a psychic command center. President Cortez, now able to project her thoughts worldwide, rallied the planet's defenders with stirring mental broadcasts. Even General Vance found himself working alongside alien allies, his newfound precognitive abilities making him an invaluable tactical asset. The final push came as Captain Zorok's flagship, joined by the most powerful of Earth's newly awakened psychics, launched an assault on the Devourer's transdimensional nexus. In a battle that warped the very fabric of space-time, they managed to seal the rift from which the creatures spawned. As the last of the Devourers crumbled to quantum dust, a cheer went up from every corner of the globe. Against all odds, humanity had faced its darkest possible future and emerged victorious. In the aftermath, as the dust settled on a forever changed Earth, Captain Zarok met with world leaders once more. "You have surpassed our wildest expectations," she said, her bioluminescent patterns pulsing with joy. "Few species have ever faced the Devourer threat and survived, let alone triumphed so completely. Humanity has proven itself 100 times over." Dr. Rodriguez, still coming to terms with her new abilities, stepped forward. "What happens now?" Zorok's alien features arranged themselves into what could only be described as a smile. Now the real adventure begins. The stars await, and the Galactic Confederation welcomes humanity with open arms, no longer as students, but as equals. As the sun rose on a new era for Earth, its people looked to the skies with wonder, pride, and a sense of limitless possibility. The quantum crucible had forged humanity anew, awakening potential that had lain dormant for millennia. Whatever challenges the universe might hold, they would face them together, past, present, and future united in a cosmic tapestry of hope. The Nexus Protocol. As Earth recovered from the Devourer invasion, a new era of unprecedented growth and discovery dawned. Humanity's awakened potential, combined with the advanced knowledge from the Cosmic Codex, catapulted civilization into a golden age of innovation and exploration. Dr. Amelia Rodriguez, now head of the newly formed Terran Astral Agency, stood aboard the TSS Prometheus, Earth's first faster-than-light capable starship. The vessel's quantum core hummed with power as it prepared for its maiden voyage. "Nervous, Doctor?" asked Captain Zarok, who had insisted on joining this historic mission as an advisor and ambassador. Amelia smiled, her eyes glowing faintly with psychic energy. "Excited, mostly, though I can't help but wonder what we'll find out there." Little did they know, the universe had one more surprise in store for humanity. As the Prometheus engaged its warp drive, reality itself seemed to ripple. The ship emerged not in the intended star system, but in a realm beyond conventional space-time. By the cosmic elders, Zarok gasped, her bioluminescent patterns flashing in alarm. "It's the Nexus." Before them stretched an impossible structure, a massive web of glowing energy strands, each as thick as a planet. At intersections in the web floated what looked like bubbles of contained realities, entire universes trapped in spheres of iridescent light. "What is this place?" Amelia breathed, her mind reeling at the sight. Zorok's voice was hushed with awe. "The Nexus is a legend among my people, the theoretical junction point of all possible realities, but I never dreamed it actually existed." Suddenly, the ship's sensors blared a warning. One of the reality bubbles was rapidly approaching, its surface rippling ominously. "Brace for impact," Amelia shouted, but it was too late. The Prometheus phased through the bubble's membrane, and the crew found themselves in a twisted mirror version of Earth. The sky burned crimson, and the ruins of once great cities stretched to the horizon. "No," Amelia whispered, recognizing the devastation. "This is the Devourer future, the one we prevented." But it wasn't just one alternate Earth. As the Prometheus tumbled through the Nexus, the crew witnessed flashes of countless parallel realities. An Earth where the dinosaurs never went extinct, and intelligent reptiles ruled a lush, steaming world. A reality where Earth was a barren wasteland, its last inhabitants huddled in underground bunkers. A utopian version of their world, where humanity had achieved perfect harmony with nature and technology. With each transition, the ship's systems grew more unstable. Alarms blared as the quantum core began to overload. "We need to get out of here," Zorok shouted over the cacophony. "The Nexus is tearing the ship apart." Amelia closed her eyes, reaching out with her psychic senses. There, a thread of familiarity in the chaotic weave of realities. "I found our Earth," she cried, "but the portal is collapsing. We'll only have one shot at this." As the Prometheus hurtled towards their home reality, a chilling realization struck Amelia. The ship was too damaged to make it through intact. Someone would have to stay behind to ensure the others made it home. Without hesitation, Amelia made her choice. Using her powers, she created a psychic bubble around the bridge crew. "What are you doing?" Zorok demanded, realizing Amelia's intent. "Ensuring humanity's future," Amelia replied with a sad smile. With a gesture, she hurled the bubble containing Zorok and the others through the portal just as it closed. The Prometheus shuddered and broke apart, leaving Amelia floating in the vast expanse of the Nexus. But rather than fear, she felt a strange sense of peace. Here, at the crossroads of all realities, she sensed limitless potential. Back on Earth, the partial crew of the Prometheus materialized in a burst of quantum energy. As Zarek explained their incredible journey and Amelia's sacrifice, the world mourned the loss of a hero. But Amelia's story was far from over. Adrift in the Nexus, she discovered she could perceive and even influence the countless realities surrounding her. With growing mastery of her newfound cosmic awareness, Amelia realized the true purpose of this place. It was a forge for creating new universes. Meanwhile, Earth dedicated itself to unraveling the mysteries of the Nexus. The Terran Astral Agency poured resources into developing technology that could safely navigate the treacherous realm between realities. Years passed, and humanity's understanding of the multiverse grew exponentially. They learned to harness the energy of the Nexus, ushering in an age of plenty. Colonies were established in alternate Earths, and diplomatic relations opened with parallel humanoid species. But a shadow loomed on the horizon. Other, less benevolent entities had taken notice of humanity's activities in the Nexus. Ancient cosmic horrors makes the Devourers look like mere pests, stirred from their slumber between realities. As the first tendrils of an unimaginable threat reached towards Earth's reality, a familiar presence made itself known. Amelia, now a being of pure cosmic energy, reached out across the dimensional divide. "My friends," her thoughts echoed in the minds of Earth's leaders, "a storm is coming. But do not fear. Everything I have learned, everything I have become, it was all in preparation for this moment. Together, we will face the true test of our species." A new chapter in human history was about to unfold, one that would determine not just the fate of their reality, but of all possible worlds. In the heart of the Nexus, Amelia Rodriguez, once a simple scientist from Earth, now the guardian of countless realities, prepared for the battle that would shake the very foundations of existence. The Nexus Protocol had been initiated, and the multiverse would never be the same. The quantum apocalypse. As the cosmic horrors stirred in the depths of the Nexus, Earth found itself at the center of a multiversal maelstrom. The quantum apocalypse, as it came to be known, threatened not just one reality, but the entire tapestry of existence. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, now director of Earth's Multiversal Defense Initiative, stood before a holographic display of the Nexus. Countless reality bubbles pulsed with warning signals as the eldritch entities began their assault. "It's happening faster than we predicted," she muttered, her augmented eyes scanning the data streams. "We're running out of time." Suddenly, a familiar presence filled the room. Amelia Rodriguez, now a being of pure cosmic energy, materialized before them. "My friends," her voice echoed with the weight of countless realities, "the moment we've prepared for is upon us. The entropy eaters have awakened." A gasp rippled through the assembled leaders. The entropy eaters were the stuff of multiversal legend, beings so ancient and powerful that they fed on the death of entire universes. General Vance, his body now a seamless blend of flesh and advanced technology, stepped forward. "What are we up against exactly?" Amelia's form shimmered, projecting images of tentacled monstrosities that hurt the mind to look upon. They exist beyond conventional physics. Every reality they touch withers and dies, fueling their insatiable hunger. President Cortez, her mind now linked to a quantum supercomputer, processed the information at lightning speed. "How do we stop them?" With the Nexus Protocol, Amelia replied, "A plan millennia in the making, set in motion by forces beyond our comprehension. Humanity's awakening, our discovery of the Nexus, it was all leading to this moment." She waved her hand, and a complex series of equations appeared in the air. "We're going to rewrite the fundamental laws of the multiverse." As the assembled leaders struggled to grasp the enormity of the plan, alarms blared. The entropy eaters had breached the outer defenses of Earth's reality. "We need more time," Dr. Tanaka insisted, her fingers flying over holographic controls. Amelia's expression hardened with determination. "Then we'll make time." With a gesture, she opened a swirling portal. "I'll hold them off. Prepare the Nexus Protocol. When it's ready, you'll know." Before anyone could protest, she vanished into the maelstrom. What followed was a battle beyond human comprehension. Amelia, empowered by her time in the Nexus, clashed with the entropy eaters in a realm where thought and reality were one. Entire universes were born and died in the space between moments as cosmic forces collided. Meanwhile, on Earth, the greatest minds from across the multiverse raced to complete the Nexus Protocol. The Cosmic Codex, pushed to its limits, poured out the accumulated knowledge of countless civilizations. Young Zoe Benson, now a prodigy in quantum mechanics, worked alongside beings from 1,000 realities. Her unique ability to manipulate the fabric of space-time proved crucial in stabilizing the experimental apparatus. As the entropy eaters pushed closer, reality itself began to fray at the edges. Cities phased in and out of existence as timelines collided. In the skies above every Earth, in every universe, impossible colors bloomed as higher dimensions intersected with our own. Just when all seemed lost, a signal pulsed through the multiverse. The Nexus Protocol was ready. Dr. Tanaka turned to President Cortez, both women knowing that this moment would define the fate of all existence. "Madam President, on your word." Cortez closed her eyes, feeling the weight of countless lives across countless realities. "Do it." With the press of a button, the Nexus Protocol activated. A wave of restructuring energy burst forth from Earth, rippling across the multiverse. The laws of physics themselves were being rewritten on a cosmic scale. The entropy eaters, for the first time in their unfathomable existence, knew fear. As the new multiversal constants took hold, their very essence began to unravel. Amelia, battered but unbowed, pressed the advantage. With a final surge of cosmic power, she forced the entities back into the void between realities, sealing the breach behind them. As the multiversal storm subsided, a stunned silence fell across every Earth. Then gradually, a cheer rose up, not just from one world, but from countless versions of humanity across the realities. In the aftermath, as the new laws of physics settled into place, the multiverse entered a new age of stability and harmony. The threat of cosmic heat death had been averted, and with it, the entropy eater's reason for existence. Amelia, her form now a swirling nebula of star stuff, addressed the united civilizations of the multiverse. "We stand at the dawn of a new era." Her voice resonated across realities. "The barriers between worlds have been weakened, allowing for greater connection and cooperation. But with this power comes great responsibility." She turned to the assembled leaders of Earth, not just one Earth, but representatives from countless parallel versions. Humanity in all its forms has proven itself the guardian of the multiverse. Our potential is limitless, but so too are the challenges we will face. As Amelia spoke, new wonders blossomed across the realities. Hybrid technologies, born from the merged knowledge of infinite civilizations, solved problems that had plagued existence since the birth of the cosmos. Art and culture flourished as ideas flowed freely between dimensions. But it wasn't just humanity that benefited. Every sentient species across the multiverse found itself uplifted, granted access to the accumulated wisdom of countless realities. A new golden age dawned, not just for one world or one universe, but for all of existence. As the celebration of their victory echoed across dimensions, Dr. Tanaka turned to Zoe, whose contributions had been instrumental in their success. "So, what's next?" the young prodigy asked, her eyes shining with the reflected light of newborn stars. Dr. Tanaka smiled, gesturing to the infinite expanse of the multiverse spread out before them. "My dear, we've only just begun. The real adventure starts now." And so humanity, across all its myriad forms and realities, took its first steps into a brave new multiverse. The quantum apocalypse had been averted, and the stage was set for an age of exploration and discovery beyond anything they had ever dreamed. As the multiversal celebration continued, Amelia Rodriguez, once a simple scientist from a single Earth, now the guardian of all realities, looked out upon the tapestry of existence with pride and wonder. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she knew that humanity, in all its infinite diversity, would face them together. The Nexus Protocol was complete, but the story of humanity's cosmic destiny had only just begun.